Okay, ready? 5, 4, 3. Hey guys, so in this video I'm just going to quickly go over what I've been trying to go over for the last hour. I've tried creating around 5 or 6 different videos, and I was frustrated every time. Long story short, rather than traditionally going through the flashcards again, something that I really wanted to work on was GroupBy, and in particular doing a left join onto the data. So traditionally what I'll do, go through flashcards. The reason I go through flashcards is that way I'm able to memorize vocabulary, in particularly Pandas vocabulary. I'm accustomed to SQL, and I figured that in order to kind of continue to improve as a data analyst, I need to know Pandas as well. And I feel really confident in it. The only problem is that I wasn't too confident in GroupBy as well as just performing a left join. And those two alone are extremely useful with SQL, and I know that they're going to be extremely useful with Pandas. So let's just kind of go over what I've kind of been working on, and then yeah, I'm just kind of keeping the streak of live of creating YouTube videos. That's kind of another goal of mine, just create them day after day, even if they suck. So what we have in front of us is is just some stuff, you know. What I'm working with is the Titanic dataset, which you can find on Kaggle, as well as the summer dataset, which again can be found on Kaggle. Type in Olympics dataset, Kaggle, and just download summer, and then from there you'll have that. So what I was initially trying to do for pretty much the longest time, I'll stop scrolling a second, is what I wanted to do is I wanted to say, for example, let's take the data frame dot columns, and what I wanted to do, so that doesn't save in place, that's good. What I wanted to do is I wanted to do this in SQL, but for Pandas. So like, for example, I wanted to go ahead and select the P class and then have the sum of survived, as well as the sum of the fair, and then just from our data frame, and then go ahead and group by the P class. So that way we'd have the total for survived as well as for fair columns. And it would actually be written like that. And then I'm accustomed also to, in particular, MySQL and a little bit of T-SQL, as well as Postgres. But in essence, what we're going to do is we're going to take the P class and identify the sum values of that, or even we could do like the count of the survived and then also the count of the fair. But for this example, and because I want to keep it kind of simple, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'll just focus on just the sum of the survived. Now, in order to do that, what I was struggling with for a very long time is pretty much how to do it. So if like we have our data frame, and if we were to go ahead and take it, we'd see that all the data would still kind of be like the same, right? Like it's not grouped by, is what I'm getting at. So if we wanted to group it by something, what we could do is we could do dataframe.3, and we could go ahead and say dataframe.3 equals dataframe.groupby, P class. And from there, what I would want to do is would like to go ahead and do it by the number of people that survived. And then from there, what we could do is we would do sum, and then that would go ahead and give us this. Now, the GroupBy wasn't necessarily as bad as trying to figure out how to do a left join on the index. And so I figured what I could do is what I would initially do is just do data frame, which would be our first data frame. And then we'd go ahead and just do .join on the data frame 3. And then actually I might be able to do it with this. So what I was thinking, and then I'll try this experiment, and then I'll go ahead and do like how I figured it out. Well, how Google helped me figure it out. Hint. Thank you guys. So if we wanted to, it'd be like, how do we do it? How do we do it? I believe data frame 3, and then we do it on, can I do on index? I think the left suffix would go ahead and equal p class, and then the right suffix would go ahead and equal index. Can I make that work? Does it say? Inner? No. I'm looking for index, index, index. Parameters on left and right suffix are not supported when passing a list of data frame objects. Okay. So there's a chance. Underscore other. Let's just write index. Let's go ahead and see it, and then I'll just dive into the other part. Oh my gosh, it worked. No way. Did it work? Survived index, so 125, and then that's the first class. It worked. Okay, I'm happy. I figured it out. So what I'm accustomed to is I'm accustomed to having pretty much our data like so, right? And then from there, what I would go ahead and do is I'd wrap this into a subquery, and then we go ahead and do like select. Let's go ahead and do like p class, and let's go ahead and do like just age. And I think we have name, but I'm not sure. So I'll just, for this example, just do like name. And then from data frame, and then from there would be left join, and then this would all be tabbed over, and then it would be on, and this would be table 1, and this would be table 2, and it would be table 1 dot p class. I'm not going to do the little like squigglies. And then table 2 dot, I think we'd have to rename this. So let's do, no, you could still use p class. Yeah, and then we could do t1 dot t class. Okay. And then from there we could go ahead and do as total survived. And then from there we could go ahead and bring in total survived. Total survived. And then that's roughly what it would look like. I'm just not sure how to transform the data for pandas into a left join like this. But I'm super happy that I figured that out finally. So this is awesome. I'm probably not going to make anything more. Like, I'm going to be just really happy with this right now. Data.join, left suffix, boom, where we'll pick it, right suffix, where we'll pick it. I just would like to be able to know, can we have a subquery, and then can we do a left join onto it? So yeah, I'll just end this video here. So if you like, please feel free to link or book a session with me in the link below, a Snugg link. Likewise, I'll go ahead and link this. Yeah, I'll link this notebook on GitHub. But yeah, I'll go ahead and end this video here. So thanks.